Hey there, what's up everyone? My name is Terrifyger, and welcome to my new room! It's my new room that I'm going to be recording in, and my new room just in general. This actually used to be Ava's room, and then it went to be Mom's room, and then my room. It's kind of a story. There was some switching that went on. Originally, my room was just down the hall from this room. This room was Ava's room, and then downstairs was Mom's room. Then Mom and Ava swapped rooms, because Mom thought she would like it down there. And then after a while, then Ava decided that, yeah, I want this to be my room, because she was just doing it for a trial run. And then after she decided that, then Mom was like, okay, then Roman, how about you and I switch rooms? Because this room is bigger than my other room, and my other room is also a few degrees warmer than the rest of the house because it's located above the water heater. And this room is located above the garage, so this one's a few degrees colder. So that means in the summertime, this room will be more bearable, but in the wintertime, which it is right now, it's gonna be chillier. And yeah, I've noticed that my fingers are chilly a lot, but I've got a space heater down there, so everything's good. Not only is this room bigger, which is also better because I've got a lot of space, I was able to make a new recording setup. I was able to set up my desk so now it's facing the wall instead of facing the rest of my room, and I've got this big wall pattern up here that was actually made by Ava. She made this whole wall pattern when she painted her room, and I did not want to paint this room because I did not want to bother this pattern. I had thought that it would be a nice background for my webcam, and I was right. It looks great. So as I had said when I had painted my room orange, I still do have a whole bunch of videos where my room was purple and it had like a dark background. So then those videos will still be coming up. Now I've still got some videos that are in my new orange room where the background is lit up and you can see everything. So those will be coming up too. And now also I have got this room here, which you don't get to see the rest of the room. You only get to see this back wall because that's all you need to see. And not only that, but I also have a ring light here. You can kind of see like a little circle like right here and here on my glasses. You can see kind of like a circle of light. That's the ring light. So now if I draw the shades, I don't need to have a lamp that only illuminates half of my face and then the other half is like a bit in shadow. This thing comfortably illuminates everything. And the even better, the ring light even came with a stand for my tablet. So the whole time, whenever I was making a video, I was always balancing it Whoops. I just shook the webcam. I was always balancing it precariously on these things. Like I had these set up here, and then this here, and then the tablet would be laid like on top of here, and then this thing would balance it to keep it from falling over. So it was like this. If you moved this thing just like a centimeter the wrong way, it would fall forward. Like it was very precarious, but now I've got an actual stand meant for holding this stuff up, so it's much better, and I get to angle it the way I want. In case you're wondering what this stuff is, this is a speaker. It can like rotate, you can change the level of it here. There's a little cord underneath that can like roll out, and then you can like plug it into something. But as you can see right here, I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of damaged there. And the speaker doesn't work anymore. So I just figured, okay, I'll use it to help balance my tablet. And now I don't need to do that anymore because I got this. The other thing is this, a little Christmas thing. It looks like it's like a book, but you can open it up and there's like a little thing inside and then it snaps shut. And then this is Doom. This is the Doom 3, as a matter of fact. My dad owns it, and it's a game that I was planning to play for my channel, actually. I have played a bit of this game before in the past, like about 12 years ago or something, or something like that. I don't remember. I was very young when I played it, and it didn't scare me, so thankfully. I just thought it was really cool. But I do remember that there was this one short sequence that I always tried to play through, and it was later on in the game, and I never was able to get past it because there was a certain enemy that kept killing me. I only have vague memories about it, but I'm sure that once I play the game, then I'll be able to get there and see for myself. So that's the whole move that's been going on. You'll also notice that now I'm using this webcam microphone here. The reason I do that is because something's been acting up with my blue snowball microphone. I'm just going to show you right here. In OBS Studio, if I switch to, if I go to the audio and then I switch my my mic audio from the headset to Blue Snowball, then there's like, you hear that static? Like, there's this weird static buffering that happens in the background. I've looked in the settings. I don't know any way of how to turn it off. Nothing works. So at this point, I just figured this microphone's trash. Something went wrong with it. So I've just swapped back to using this headset here. Like this. It's much more bearable on the ears, I think. As I had said when I was doing my Monstrum playthrough, or the Monstrum but with every monster at once, which you guys have been really liking those videos that I do of me playing the extended settings mod for Monstrum. So if you guys like those videos, then I'll keep them coming, because I'm happy to know you like them, because I like them too. But yeah, when I played that first one, I had mentioned that for some strange reason, I get playback into my own headphones with this mic as I'm speaking into it, but it plays in perfect lockstep with my own headphones. So like right now, I'm hearing my own voice playing into my headphones at the exact same rate, like terasecond for terasecond, if that's even a thing. Like perfectly synced up with my own voice. Every like little crackle of spit, every like shift of clothing, every moving of if I move my fingers through my hair, I can hear that. It's crazy. Like the playback is very, very heightened, so it can hear things that are like happening in the kitchen, which is like on the other end of the house from here. But whenever I actually try to go into the video editing process and check out the mic audio in there, I don't hear any playback. I only just hear what's coming in through this mic right here. Thankfully, so it's just might be a little distracting whenever I'm talking, but it's just something I'm going to have to get used to, because apparently this Blue Snowball microphone does not work anymore. But, oh well. So that was one thing that I was wanting to talk about. There's also a couple of other things I wanted to touch on. One of them being that we now have a foster cat. We used to foster cats before. One of them had shown up in the Valentine's Day vlog that I had made before, called A Wild Domino Appeared. That was one of them. It was a kitten named Domino. She had some siblings. She had Banshee, and Velcro, and Whisper, all four of them. Well, the cat that we had fostered was called Athena. She was pregnant, and she gave birth to the four kittens, and we looked after them. And for some strange reason, Athena started like attacking her own kittens. I think it was because that they were hanging out with us. So then we had to give her back to the cat sanctuary so that we could look after the kittens. And then two of them were able to go back, but then two more had to stay with us. And yeah, that was a long time ago in the past, but now we're fostering another cat, and this one is called Charles. He is very fluffy. He's completely black all over his back and head and underbelly and paws. Everything is black. His eyes are kind of like an orangey yellow, and they're usually very wide. And he's apparently a very chill guy. He's 11 years old. He's an old cat, so he's not really that playful. Not as playful as like younger cats, I would say. But he's very chill. He likes to just lie around, and he's also very affectionate. He likes to cuddle a lot with us. If we're like sitting down, he'll like crawl onto our lap and nuzzle against our chest, and we can like hug him, and then he'll like drape his paw over our arm, and then he'll just start purring. It's really cute. He purrs like extraordinarily loud. Someday I hope that I'll be able to show him. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show him right now. Hold on a second. BRB. Okay, so this is the room that Charles is in. There he is. Hey, boy. Hey, Charles. I also forgot something else I forgot to tell about him. He doesn't meow at all. So he's silent. Like Oreo is very loud, but Oreo is set on Oreo's very loud, but Charles is set on mute. Do you want to cuddle? Oh, there he goes. Now sat down on my lap. And he's purring too. See what I mean when I say that he purrs very loudly? Don't know if I was getting a very good shot of him right there. Hope I was. Yeah. I would go back to recording the rest of the video now, but I think I'm trapped here for a little bit. So, once I eventually get to leave the room, then I'll get back to the video. He is friendly with other cats from what I've seen. I mean, like with our own cat Oreo, when we let Charles out of the room, that he's staying in my mom's room, so when we let him out of the room so he can wander around, eventually we always had to like put Oreo in another room, but then eventually we decided like, okay, we're gonna let them both out in the same area and we're gonna see how they react. And Charles really wants to go to see Oreo. Like, he practically runs up to her because he wants to check her out, but Oreo doesn't like other cats, so she's just like, hey, get away from me. So hopefully Oreo will eventually get used to him and not be so hostile against him, because everybody loves Charles and we really do want to keep him, but we've only just started having him, I think, like a week, for like about a week now. We've had him for about a week or possibly 2, I don't know, something like that. But we're going to be holding on to him for a few months at least, and hopefully we'll be able to adopt him because he really is just a great boy. So also, another thing that I wanted to touch on is that I just saw the Sonic 2 trailer, the trailer for the second movie now. I didn't give you guys all of my thoughts on the movie after it had come out because I was working on a script for like my whole thoughts on it, but by the time I was finished the script and before I could even start recording, like a few months had already passed, so it would have been way too late for me to give my review on it. Like, giving review videos is not that quick for me, and editing them is just, oh my god, it's a nightmare. I'm just not used to it. I'm used to more to doing Let's Play videos and editing those, and possibly vlogs like I'm doing right now. But yeah, it was really good. Really awesome. I could see that they changed up the way Tails looked compared to how he looked before. I could see that a lot of people were actually saying it. Before, he looked like classic Tails, and now he looks more like modern Tails. And with Sonic as well, the way that he looks, he also does look fluffier, I guess. Like, his fur looks better done. It doesn't look as smooth and flat as it did in the first Sonic movie, and that I bet was because at this time the team for creating the Sonic movie, they didn't create a design that nobody liked and then they had to redesign it. Like, this time they were able to focus all of their efforts into this one design that they knew everybody liked, and that's how he was able to look a lot better. And then I saw Knuckles as well. Man, oh man, I just about had a joygasm when Knuckles showed up. He is one of my favorite Sonic characters, if not my favorite, and I'm so glad that he is in this movie. I knew that, like, Sonic of course was going to be in it. I knew that Tails was going to be in it as well. Knuckles, I was only hearing, like, some people were saying that Knuckles was going to be in it, other people were saying that he wasn't. So I wasn't sure, I didn't know for sure. Now I do, and now I see he is in there, and he looks amazing. And Robotnik also looks more accurate. It was weird because I did hear news that, like, for the second Sonic movie, Jim Carrey was going to be wearing like a fat suit to better fit the physique of the Dr. Eggman that we know. But here he doesn't, and it's not a problem though, because his overall ensemble matches Dr. Robotnik much more than his design of the first movie did. And I guess that makes sense because in the first movie it's just starting things out, it's kind of like setting things up. And the first movie as it stands was already great, but this second movie looks like it's going to be miles better, and I am so, like, no pun intended, because I know that, like, Miles is Tails' first name technically, but I am so excited for this thing. I still don't know if I really want to see it in cinemas because of this whole pandemic that's still going around. People are still stupidly extending this by still going out and doing things as, like, gatherings, and they end up catching it. And some people apparently still believe that this is just a hoax. Yeah, people still believe that the pandemic is a hoax, even after all this time. I kid you not. It's just disgraceful. Like, I don't understand. What's it going to take for people to actually believe that it's true? Like, I actually, honestly, right now, I'm not sure if, like, people actually don't believe that it's true, or that they do believe that it's true, but that they just don't care, and that they don't want to admit that they don't care, so they just say that they don't believe it, just to make them not wanting to go along with the rules of the pandemic more believable. I don't know, but either way, it's they're being they're being very nonsensible at all. And I'm very happy that my whole family, my mom, my dad, both my sisters, and me are all taking this pandemic thing very seriously, and we're all staying safe. We're all double vaccinated. We're going to be getting our booster shot eventually. And once we get our booster shots, everything should be fine, or maybe not fine, because this booster shot, I believe, is for that weird next mutation that happened of the virus, which, like, honestly, it's like this whole thing really surprised me in the beginning, because I didn't know how it spread that fast. It spread like before I even knew it. It was around the end of 2019 that it had suddenly gone all around the world, and everybody had to focus along with this. I don't know how it happened, how it spread that fast. And I don't know why so many people are like saying that, are like insisting against it, and rioting in the streets with signs saying that they don't want to wear a mask. Like, are you kidding me? Wearing a mask over your mouth is not that big of an inconvenience. I mean, with me, the biggest inconvenience is, since I'm a glasses wearer, whenever I breathe out, the air goes over, like goes up here from the mask, and then it fogs up my glasses. That's the biggest inconvenience. Like, honestly, wearing a mask is not that big a deal. If you think it's a big deal, then you are spoiled, because honestly, if you'd rather just walk around the streets and then end up catching the virus, like, catching the virus is the only way that these people are going to believe that the virus is a thing that exists. I bet that, no, actually, I don't think that's true. I bet that somebody could, like, walk up to someone else who's actually, like, on their deathbed because of this virus, and the people are just like, nah, yeah, no, they're faking it. I bet that if, like, a zombie apocalypse happened and there's, like, zombies walking around the street, people are going to be like, oh, no, zombies don't exist. I'm going to go off to the grocery store. I'm going to pick up some bread. And then they end up getting axed off. Like, if a zombie apocalypse happens, it's going to spread as fast as this virus thing spread, because people are just so, people don't have common sense. And I wish that they did, because if they did, this whole thing could have been over much sooner. And it isn't, because of the stupid people. Man, I went off on a tangent there. I don't know how I went from talking about the second Sonic movie to ranting about all of the dumb people that are dealing with the pandemic in all of the worst possible ways. I don't know how I did that, and I'm so sorry. Okay. Anyways, back to the original topic. The Sonic movie, the sequel, looks awesome. I am very hyped to see it. Still don't know if I want to go into the theaters. I'm not gonna get on that whole tangent about it again. I'm not talking about the virus anymore. I'm just the Sonic movie, because it looks great. It looks like that it's setting up some more kind of development for Sonic to go through. Him wanting to, like, help people, but him just more like doing it when he feels like it, and not when like people actually need his help. And then Tails with his plane, and then the Chaos Emerald, that looks legitimately awesome too. Man, the movie just looks so good, and I'm so ready to see it. But again, I think I'm gonna wait, just like with the first movie, I think I'm gonna wait until I can see it online, and then I will see it online, because I don't feel comfortable going into a whole movie theater full of people. And I don't know why movie theaters are still open if this whole pandemic thing is going around. You'd think that would be a terrible idea. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, this video has gone on for as long as I wanted it to. Yeah, I just want to tell about those three things. I'm in a new room, so if you see the backdrop looking any different, that's why. We have a new cat, Charles, and then the Sonic movie, the sequel. The sequel to the Sonic movie. My new room, Charles, and the Sonic movie sequel. That's all I wanted to talk about. So there's going to be some videos. I'm going to be recording a video for Christmas in this very room, so you'll notice the background looks different. That's why. I've got some other videos I'm going to want to record as well, and I'm excited to get around to one of them now. So I'll sign off now, and I'll see you in the next video.